So I got a couple of MOCs, a couple of my own creations, little things that I kind of been working on my own, just adding to my little town. It's not, I don't want it to be my Lego town, but it's a town that is mine, that is Lego. But I want it to maybe be the neighboring town to the one I make eventually. Kind of a test run, perhaps. I'm very much imagining it having one street through. We've already done the bridge and the graveyard, the cemetery, the peaceful cemetery. Wow. And this is kind of my first building that I think is done. There's still works in progress. I definitely could do more, and we'll do the other one, the other building I have done at some point. And there's going to be one or two more buildings maybe, but again, it's all one road. I went with 4 wide because I think that's enough for a minifigure to kind of like do their business on, casually walk past another minifigure, kind of get that stuff. We do have the traditional, at this point, Technic cross-hole brick things. There's a name for those, I'm sure. Anyways, we got those, and so you can attach it to other modules in this. It's kind of a terrain module. We're 3 bricks at the top, so it's a plate and 3 bricks. We've discussed this before in some of the other ones, but basically the top layer is the only one that we're looking at because the facade here, these collector bases cover that real nice and simple on that. The actual building, this one, I did put the sign hanging here, and I did a little bit of a special technique. So I'll be pulling this out to show you that, is that this is a 1x2 clip, and we put this, it's a board game piece, from Harry Potter maybe? I forget what board game it's from. But then to attach on the back, we don't have any studs, so what we did is we used a tile, and a tile can fit between the tube and the edge, and then you do that on the other side, and you just you get a little bit of wiggle room. You can have it off kilter if you care to, but I don't. And it'll stay with a little bit of playing. There it is. So that's nice. I did gnarl this peg, this antenna boy, a little bit, but it looks real nice when it's hanging. You can get a double-sided sign. Would I call that legal? Yeah, sure. Is it ordained? Have I seen it used on a current Lego set? No, but if it messes up my Lego pieces, that's kind of the risk I've decided to take. So let's go over some more of the stuff, more of the details here. I went with this brick wall. Now, because I used the brick pattern on that side, kind of coming into town, the back side is just these lines. The more I see it, the more I don't love it. I might do something with that. Also, there's no end to the back side here, so I guess I could put another plot, another chunk of land behind it, and that would be neat. And I could extend the wall out that way and perhaps do something with it if I cared to, but realistically I'm not, because we've done this as a dollhouse facade-esque build. And I like this because it's saving me a lot of space. I get an extra whole stud's worth of room, and I don't really have any reason not to. I have more access to the building here. This whole back is open. I don't have to worry about making tiles and stuff to open the top and stuff. I can just take a figurine and set him in there, and he's now in the room. I also forego, in this build especially, any sort of stairs. There's nothing, no real world way to get in there, so the stairs are implied to be in this chunk of the building. It doesn't exist. I don't know how deep this building would be, but the other thing is that I did put hinges on the door. They don't work so good because the door just kind of breaks, but theoretically, if I do it correctly, I can get the door to hinge open. Not exactly. It doesn't want to do much. And so And I just knocked the bar out. So that's that's a work in progress, first of all, for colors, and then second of all, for obviously function, but sturdiness of it. Yeah. Behind the bar, we did have one little bottle, and on the bar, I went ahead and put a little jug of other liquid. It's 2 yellow translucents, a clear translucent, and a little cap on top. If I had a silver one, it might be nice. If I had a brown one, it might be nice. Little round tiles. Whatever I want to do with that, though. Just a different beverage to be served. Then we have a table. I went with this big old round piece. I like the idea of that being like a round table, but it's obviously it's a little difficult to get too many figures at it. But with this chair here, you could move it over here in front of the door completely, and you've got kind of one spot, and then maybe here. Oops, you can't see that at all. So you got one spot there. You got one spot maybe here, kind of rotated at 45 degrees, which could be done with some studs. Little, just a 1x1 round could do that. And then you kind of have one spot here on the edge. Give it a little candle dripping detail. Up in there is a little picture of the angel's mark. It's fun. It's just a corner wedge, and that's on some of that angled plate brick thing. It's a brick, yeah. And a little goblet there. The upstairs is pretty simple too. Just a little box. Can I get the light to go in there nicely? Let's see if that's nice. So I've got a 2x2 round for the end table, and then the bed is 2 of the Lego Movie 2 collector bases and some studs. I was thinking that I might use one of the orange ones on top and make it look like a comforter, but I like the very white clean bed. If I add to that, if anything, adding just a small a 3x3 would be really cool if I had some, but I don't have very many that I can think of. But just a little something like that, a 2x3, kind of makes it an illusion of some sheets that could be pulled up and around. Kind of got dark in there again. There's the lamp. Anyways, so I like that. I like keeping my beds the collector base size, because that means I have hundreds of beds in my collection that are waiting to be built. And that pretty much completes the inside. And then let's do as a last final little bit. We got a little bit of detailing up front here. Made a little stone pathway. That's snot bricks. It's those same bricks that we used for the wall, but in a medium gray, stone gray color. And they're snotted to go in here. And if I pull up the building, can I do this without breaking everything terribly? Yeah, so we did that there. Okay, that's how that goes. That goes there. Move the barrel, and then this is the snot bricks coming this way, and then how did I attach this? Am I wrong? I have no idea what I did. Yeah, because that's a snot brick coming this way. The top of these ones is here. Top of these bricks. Oh, and then I used a tile. That's a tile on the top, actually. That fits the space. So the space is 1, 2, 3, 4 studs long, which it's 2 is 5, so it should be 10. 1, 2, 3 is 9, and 1 is 10. Yeah, that's the math. Two studs, the distance is 5 plates on snot off of the snot brick. So 3 bricks and a tile is the right number. So cool. That's how I did it. And then I covered that snot with this tile that holds the door up. It'll just go right back together, right? Yeah, we did it. Nice. And then we got a barrel out front. Simple. and I like it. And just a little bit of rocks there, kind of making the pathway into the paved area. Like the red, white, and blue color. Feels very Columbia House at Walt Disney World to me. It's just like kind of a little inn. It's got a little bit of rustic color. I'm kind of going for I'm gonna be honest with you, I want a cottagecore color themed town. So we're going for a lot of reds and browns. Whites are in there. Oranges are in there. I don't know what other colors to really do. Blue is not so much. The green of the grass isn't so great. I could dull it down, but I think I like that old traditional green, dark green color, and it just feels good as a grass. There's going to be a couple sections in some of the areas that are lighter grasses and stuff, but that's this one. That's this build, and we're going to call it a tavern Inne. Yeah, it's a fun one. I enjoy it, and I think it's very classic scale and cute, and hopefully you enjoy it too. So, you might have seen this one before, because I did just use it in the video for talking about membership. So if you're not a member, there's a join button somewhere. It can be found on my channel or under most of my videos. If you want to subscribe, actually over here it's going to be subscribe. There's an automatic video here, and over on my other hand is a video I handpicked for you. How about the graveyard? I haven't linked that in a while, so come watch a graveyard video.